Hi YouTube, this is the Homeschooling Perfectionist here, and I'm back with another video. Sorry for the MIA or the absence, but I've been extremely busy with work, and and then trying to see, I wanted to make sure that I was in school a little bit before I shared something, just to give you an honest opinion about the flow and everything like that, and how my lesson plans are coming. So that's why I waited. I'm filming from my Oval Office. Yes, the bathroom. This just is very convenient for me. The lighting is really good on this side of the house. And usually I can have a little bit of privacy. Notice I said usually. But I just wanted to share with you kind of like my system. And yeah, so it's going to be really quick. So we are in week 8. Technically, wait, no, I'm sorry. We are in we're in week 8, but technically, I believe we're following week 7 when it comes to our curriculum. We had a fall break, so I think that's what threw it off. But we are in week 8 when it comes to school. This is a year at a glance. I believe I shared this on a previous video. I really don't look at this too often. I mainly just refer to this when it comes to my breaks and my reviews and all that stuff. But it's just good to have a year at a glance, just for record purposes, I guess. This right here is my group work. This actually is this, but it just looks better here. I purchased this on Teachers Pay Teachers. She had a whole lot. It's like a PowerPoint slide of different templates. So I purchased this and I customized it. I really like it because I can just refer to this. It lets me know exactly what I'm doing for group. But it's literally, it's just this. So this is my weekly group work at a glance. And this is kind of like my daily breakdown. I wanted to write down, how I like my day to flow. Now, I since then have changed this. Before I had group work at the end, but I find that having group work after Bible devotion before independent time just worked out better for us. Number one, we were already sitting down doing Bible devotion. And number two, it just made a better flow because I found that my son was taking a little bit too long and just kind of playing around sometimes and doing his independent time. So this is a way for me to kind of get my stuff out of the way. And group work really has nothing to do with our lecture work or anything like that, or independent time. It's kind of like a separate component. So it was perfect to kind of put it in there. This is my OG layout for the year. This is basically my year at a glance, but it just looks better. And I refer to this more. It gives me my week. It lets me know when my breaks are. It gives me an idea of the book themes that I'm going to go for. So when I'm going to the library, which I have to go this week, I can know what books to pull out and to make sure that I'm covering everything that needs to be covered for this year. Then we get into the lesson plans. So, but before I do that, let me share with you. So this is my lesson plans for the entire year. I typed them all out. It was very tedious to do. I will say that the one thing that I forgot to include was like if there was an off day or like a holiday like Thanksgiving. I literally didn't even include that. But the good thing is that the Thursdays I can miss. So that's the good thing, but I didn't even include that. I have a section for my lesson plans for the week. And then I have a section for my lesson plans that goes into a little bit more detail per subject or for certain subjects, excluding review weeks. So let me just kind of share with you my setup. Okay. So I have my lesson plan in that space. It's just my school name. The grade level, the days of the week. I always write my weeks down because it can change. Something can happen, like we had a break and all that kind of stuff. So I write my week in. Student name, our subjects, my name and credentials, just I have a BA. in marketing communications. I just put BA behind my name, just in case for record purposes. Any comments that I have, which is basically the same. It's just letting me know like what books, for the most part, that we're going to cover and different things like that. And then Monday through Friday, I have a breakdown of what we'll be doing. And I make sure I have the page numbers that we'll use. So on Sunday night, all I have to do is refer to this, get the page numbers, make copies, put them in their individual folders, and put them in the drawers, and I'm ready to go. I don't have to look back on binders or pull out big chunky binders, but once a week, and that's Sunday evening. So this really helps me stay focused and making sure that I'm getting all of my page numbers. On average, we've been averaging 3 hours of school time a day, which is a little bit longer than we're used to. So it's easier because I have these lesson plans, but it's longer because of the hours. Monday through Wednesday typically is a shorter day, with Monday and Tuesday being like only 2.5 hours. And then Thursday and Friday are our longer days. Not because it's more work, it's just because the work that we do. Like we'll do science experiments on Thursday. That's going to be a little bit longer because it's a science experiment. Piano, we've missed a couple weeks because of the science experiments, but I managed to do it today. Art, we do a lot of coloring, a lot of cutting. So it's fun. It's a fun day, but it's just longer because of the things that we're doing. History, ancient history, 9 times out of 10 is going to be cutting, coloring, pasting, all that kind of stuff, and then some lecture. And then Friday is actually, you would think it would be a short day, but it's actually a long day. The tests are short, but Bible history takes up the majority of our time. It's very detailed. I'm going to be talking about, I should discuss. If you guys want to know my thoughts on the Grapevine curriculum, the Bible curriculum, let me know, and I'll definitely share it. I absolutely love it, but it's lengthy because it's drawing involved. Anytime you have drawing, it's going to take some time. So these 2 are long days, but they can be missed. So when Thanksgiving falls on Thursday, even though I don't have it penciled in, it still works. Now, I also have the lesson plan week, like a little bit more in detail for certain subjects to kind of let me know if I need any supplies, if I need some, when we're doing our projects, like what I need, or giving me a heads up of what we're going to be learning. Because what you saw was just like a page number, but it really doesn't tell me, okay, what are we going to be talking about? So for instance, for language arts, this lets me know that I'm going to be focusing or doing a long vowel review. So that way I could pull up stuff here. This right here, we were learning about the place value, tens and ones. So just lets me know to do an exercise. This is my science. This lets me know what book I have. I have a key to let me know what these abbreviations mean there in the beginning. So it lets me know what book I need to get, and then the supplies, if any materials, what materials I need to get. So that way, if I'm grocery shopping or whatever, I'm out, I need to grab something, I'll know for the previous week what to get. And so this is just the same week, but just in more detail, letting me know what I need to do. So that's been really helpful. Like I said, this is week 8. And we have been in attendance for the entire school year. Every day, Monday through Friday. I'm very shocked. I shocked myself because I would have missed a day. There was times I was like, oh, we just do 4 days. But I just pushed it, and I'm grateful because if I had not had this lesson plan, I don't think I would be able to do it. I think I would have said, let's just not do 1 day. But I've literally been able to do it. I've transferred whatever information here, I transfer it to my planner just to kind of document what we've actually done. If we're not able to do something, say a science experiment took too long or something like that, and we couldn't do something, or for the ancient history, sometimes it's broken down into a lot of parts. So we may not cover everything. I'll roll it over, put it in next week's folder, and we'll do it next week. We didn't do art this week because we did the science experiment. And when I read it, it said it takes 45 minutes. So I was like, okay, we're not going to be able to do art. And then I wanted to make sure that we did piano because we had missed piano. So I asked my son what he wanted to do. Did he want to do art or did he prefer to do the science, and he wanted to do science. So I just put the art and put it in the bin for next week. Since science incorporated cutting and pasting and all that stuff anyway, it's kind of like art, we dealt with that. So that's what I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Subscribe, share. Hopefully this was helpful. I just wanted to share with you my flow, let you know that everything is going great. I'm able to teach and still run my business because I have a lesson plan that's very detailed, but it's worth it. So if you're trying to figure out how to plan your curriculum, how to plan your schedule, I would highly recommend you plan your year if you can. Start in the spring. I don't know, it depends on if we go by the a typical academic year, calendar year, like with the preschool or the public school system. So I don't know, some people, if you go all year round, that might change, but that's the system we follow. So during the springtime, that's usually when I start researching, planning, writing, ordering. So it takes a while, but I would recommend it because the whole year you'll have free basically. So thank you so much, and wish you guys the best. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.